welcome back to AI. Let's talk about it. In today's video post on artificial intelligence, I want to talk about the human side of innovation. It's important to balance AI-driven change with stakeholder engagement. And stakeholder can mean anybody from vendors to clients to employees to a board of directors to auditors to anybody that your company has to work with that is monitoring or interacting or having some sort of relationship with your company and your use of artificial intelligence. In today's rapidly evolving technological, there's a mouthful, landscape where artificial intelligence and emerging technologies are reshaping industries, leaders face this complex challenge of guiding their teams toward innovation while navigating stakeholder resistance to new processes. Successfully managing this requires a balanced approach that empowers teams, addresses stakeholder concerns, and aligns with the organizational goals, all while keeping the human element at the forefront. If you've read any of my articles on LinkedIn or my Nexus notes, or even some of my videos that I post here, you know that I'm a fan of augmented artificial intelligence because I strongly believe that we cannot separate the humanity and human intelligence, creativity, and imagination from our artificial intelligence, that we need to find a synergistic relationship between the two. At the heart of new emerging technologies and innovation is trust. Building and maintaining trust within your team is crucial in an environment driven by AI and fast-paced technological change. When team members trust their leaders and each other, they are more willing to embrace new technologies and to actually contribute creative ideas. This trust is cultivated by consistently involving the team in decision making, showing that their input is valued and that it directly impacts the organization's direction. This involvement empowers teams and lays the groundwork for navigating change effectively. Another important thing is to set clear goals. With the speed at which technology evolves, it's easy to lose focus and go down rabbit trails and have different sparks of inspiration kind of interrupt the process. Having clearly defined, measurable goals helps keep the innovation aligned with the strategic objective. It works kind of like guardrails. By breaking down complex objectives into manageable tasks, leaders provide their teams with a focused framework that guides their efforts. This type of clarity is essential in an AI-driven environment where the rapid pace of change can easily lead to confusion without clear direction. And in fact, the strategic framework that I'm a proponent of provides that kind of step-by-step hierarchical process to help ensure that the strategic goals are always at the top. Collaboration is another critical element of innovation. The best ideas actually come from the intersection of diverse perspectives. So you're going to have vendors that are very knowledgeable about a specific component of artificial intelligence, but that's just one piece of the whole puzzle. It's by interacting with multiple different artificial intelligence vendors and specialists that you start having these kind of inspiring moments where you're like, oh, can this piece tied to this piece tied to our company or the information that we know about our company come together in a way that might not have been envisioned in the beginning. Encouraging collaboration not only across your vendors, but across functions and disciplines will foster a culture where innovative solutions are just going to flourish. As teams work together to integrate AI and other emerging technologies, they break down silos and they start creating these synergies that drive meaningful progress. This collaborative approach extends to stakeholders whose involvement in the change process is essential for reducing resistance and building support. I can't tell you how energizing it can be to have a team of disparate people coming together because they work within different silos and have different knowledge bases and have different experiences to work collaboratively on a project as complex and exciting as artificial intelligence can be. Providing the right resources is fundamental to empowering your AI teams, whether it's access to the right technology, training, time to explore new ideas and make mistakes and learn along the way. Equipping teams with what they need to succeed is absolutely vital to driving innovation. In a landscape dominated by AI, where the tools of the trade are constantly evolving, leaders must ensure that their teams have the knowledge and resources to stay ahead. This investment of resources is what enables innovation, and your investment signals to the team that the organization is committed to its success. However, the path to innovation is not without its obstacles and challenges. Failure is an inevitable part of the process, especially when working with emerging technologies. Embracing failure as a learning opportunity rather than a setback encourages team to take risks and experiment with new ideas. Each failure brings valuable insights that can be used to refine strategies and drive closer alignment with organizational goals. I honestly believe that there is no such thing as failure. There are only opportunities to learn something new. Now, granted, sometimes those learning opportunities are more painful than we may like, but they are still learning opportunities. As leaders guide their teams through these challenges, it's important to be mindful of your stakeholders. Resistance to change is natural, especially when new processes or technologies are introduced and they bring up fears like we see right now in the media, fears about bias, fears about hallucinations, fears about, is AI going to replace me as an employee? This is important to understand these types of concerns because you can't address the resistance to the technology without that empathetic or sympathetic understanding of where the stakeholders are coming from. Often, these concerns are rooted in a perceived threat to safety, security, or a sense of belonging. These are basic needs that are identified in Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And it's one of the reasons why I specifically selected that hierarchy as the template on which to build the strategic AI framework that I recommend for implementing and incorporating artificial intelligence. By actively listening to and empathizing with your stakeholders' concerns, you can build trust and demonstrate that you're committed to addressing the human side of the change. It's important that as you address those concerns, that you provide as much clear communication as possible about the benefits of the new processes or the technologies. Stakeholders need to see how changes will meet organizational needs, how they're going to enhance their roles, and how it's going to contribute to their professional growth. This alignment between technological advancements and personal aspirations is what helps transform that resistance into support. When stakeholders understand how AI and other emerging technologies can improve their work and benefit the organization, they're much more likely to embrace the change. Involving stakeholders in the change process mitigates resistance. It creates a sense of ownership and belonging. When stakeholders have a voice in shaping the future, especially one where they spend as much hours and time and investment as we do. Employees spend a lot of time within their organizations. They invest their blood, sweat, and tears in some cases, right, to do a good job. They should have a voice in shaping the future of how they're going to be working so that they can then support that transition. Offering ongoing support during this process, whether it's training, it's resources, it's emotional encouragement, or even just listening to their concerns, will help them to feel more secure and more connected, further reinforcing their commitment to the organization's goals. Monitoring progress is vital in ensuring a smooth and successful transition to any new technologies or processes. And it's not going to be smooth. There are going to be bumps in the road. Your journey is going to go up and down, and then up, and then down, and then up. Regular feedback loops will allow you to address concerns as they arise. It will allow you to celebrate successes, and it will help build confidence in the new process. Don't hide those perceived failures, those perceived learning opportunities. Share them with your team so that they know that it's a learning curve for everyone. This continuous type of engagement will ensure that all of your stakeholders feel valued and that the change has the intended positive impact. It doesn't do you any good to invest thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars in emerging technologies to get you from point A to point B if you end up with a culture of disgruntled employees. And finally, leaders have to be willing to adjust your strategies based on feedback. Flexibility is crucial in any environment that has rapid change. If persistence and resistance continue, look at adapting the approach. Do you need to tweak something? Do we need to change something? Does a timeline need to be modified? Is it too much too fast? Does it need to be broken down? Identify ways that meet stakeholders' needs, that allows their input to be valued, and show that the organization is committed to finding a solution that benefits everyone. This type of adaptability reduces resistance and fosters a culture of continuous improvement. And that's what you want. You want a culture of continuous improvement so that teams and stakeholders and emerging technology can all work together collaboratively to drive future success. So, in conclusion, leading teams towards innovation in a fast-changing environment requires a delicate balance of empowerment and engagement. Leaders can navigate the challenges of integrating AI and emerging technologies while driving meaningful change by cultivating trust, setting clear goals, encouraging collaboration, providing resources, embracing failure as learning opportunities, and remaining adaptable. Recognize your stakeholders' needs and address them throughout the process to ensure that any resistance is managed effectively to create a path towards sustainable growth and success. I hope you found this helpful, and I look forward to seeing you next time on AI Let's Talk About It. Bye.